you're in your 20s, maybe even 30s, you've grown up in every area of life except your body. For some reason, you're still stuck in the same body you've had since high school. And the reason for that is not your genetics, it's your daily habits. And most skinny guys don't fail because they're lazy. They fail because they keep repeating the 5 same habits that keeps them small every year. Now, if you don't know me, my name is Matteo. I specialize in helping skinny guys build 5 to 10 kgs of muscle and build a body they are truly proud of and confident in. Habit number 1 is going to be skipping breakfast and eating way too late. The typical skinny guy will skip breakfast, have maybe a light lunch, get to 5-6 p.m. and he's only had 800 calories. Now, that makes hitting that surplus at the end of the day extremely difficult. See breakfast as getting a head start on the day. If you start a race at 8 a.m. or you start that same race at 1 p.m., the chances of you going further along are way higher if you start at 8 a.m. Now, what this looks like in the real world, if you do have a breakfast, we're front loading a number of calories. So you have this around 8 a.m. You have your lunch, 700 calories. After lunch at 1 p.m., you're already at 1,500 calories. Now, on the other hand, if you skip breakfast, so you have 0 calories until 1 p.m., you have your lunch, 700 calories. Maybe here after lunch, you get lost in work, you might have a small 300 calorie snack. Come 6 p.m., you've only had 1,000 calories in you. And in order to hit that 2,800 calorie surplus, you're going to have a huge meal. And that's where a lot of guys go wrong. They forget to eat in the earlier part of the day, and then they have to eat this huge amount of food, a huge amount of calories within such a short window. The solution to this, front load your calories in the earlier part of the day, have a consistent, high calorie dense breakfast that you enjoy. That's going to set the tone for the rest of the day and help you hit that calorie surplus. Habit number 2 is no training progression plan. A lot of guys have a plan in the gym, but it's not designed towards progression. It's not designed towards adding 5, 10, 15 pounds to the bar over a certain time frame. It is just a grocery list of exercise designed to complete and essentially just tick off. The goal is not to complete a workout, it is to push the needle forward. If you're not pushing the needle forward every week, every second week, you're not going to be growing. Just to show you, this is obviously a bit of a mess. This was my first training plan. But again, it's me tracking my numbers every single week, aiming to push the needle forward week on week, week on week. There's no random workouts. I'm not randomly doing a grocery list of exercise. Years worth of data here. And this is what allowed me to grow. This is what allowed me to build the 17 plus kgs of muscle naturally, get to for example here, a 46.75 kg chin up for 5 reps. This is the process I have used and that I use with my clients consistently. Which brings me to habit number 3. Eating healthy, clean foods, organic foods is not enough to grow. A lot of guys think that just because they eat protein will be enough for them to grow. You can eat 200 grams of protein and still be in a calorie deficit. If you're in a calorie deficit, your body is going to struggle to build new tissue and help you actually gain weight. If you're not in a calorie surplus whatsoever, you're not going to be gaining the weight you want. Eating healthy and eating enough are two very, very separate things. I myself am an adept of eating very healthy organic whole foods. That's what I do on a daily basis, but I eat enough calories as well. Very different things. This is just to give you an example of the typical bodybuilder meal where we have rice, chicken, broccoli. It looks healthy. It looks like, damn, I'm going to build muscle with this, I'm gonna gain weight. But on paper, this is 300 calories per plate, which is not a lot when most guys are needing 2,500 to 2,900 to grow. The solution to this is high calorie dense whole foods. And a lot of guys will tell you, oh, I can't get enough calories from eating clean. That is simply not the case. You can use whole foods, which are high calorie dense. Instead of plain chicken breast, you can go chicken thighs, you can add butter to your meals, you can add avocado. There's plenty of different options to add healthy calories, micronutrient rich foods that are going to help you grow, support a good hormonal balance, and help you hit that calorie surplus. Habit number 4 is neglecting sleep and recovery. Guys think that just by going to the gym 5 times per week, eating enough protein, they're just magically going to grow. But what guys don't get is that the muscle that you're actually building, most of that is going to occur during a sleep cycle. If you're not sleeping correctly, you're not recovering enough, you're not getting enough protein, you're not going to be growing. Training only provides the stimulus for growth. In order for that stimulus to actually be useful and help you grow, you need the recovery process, which is going to be your sleep, your hydration, and also your protein intake. For my 9 years of lifting, there were periods of time where I was sleeping 6 hours a night and I used to eat a lot of processed foods, a lot of protein bars, a lot of cereal, all of that, since really dialing in my sleep, getting 8 hours of quality deep sleep, having a nighttime routine, but also making sure that I was getting whole foods, nutritious meals into me and not processed junk, my gains and my recovery really improved. So, and habit number 5 is never tracking or measuring your progress. Tracking allows you to adapt your plan as you go. If you're not growing, something is always off. Maybe it's your nutrition, maybe it's your recovery, maybe it's your training program, maybe you're not getting enough protein, maybe you're always coming in the gym fatigued so you can't get stronger. All of the guys you see that have incredible physiques that are natural all have some level of tracking involved in their daily routine, whether that's the food, whether that's their training performance. Tracking not only allows you to stay consistent, but it's the structure that's really going to help you adjust your plan as you go. I would never have built 17 kgs of muscle naturally without some level of tracking. Impossible. And you don't have to be dogmatic with this stuff. Nowadays, I take 5 minutes to track my foods. I take literally 5 minutes in the gym to write my numbers. And I take 30 seconds in the morning to weigh myself. So I'm not necessarily doing more than other people. It's just that I'm tracking my progress and I'm adjusting based on how I'm progressing as well. To give you an example of this is my boy Rowan, who's been absolutely crushing it, getting stronger every single week. His weight is slowly but surely going up, as we can see here in the average, which is perfect, which is exactly what we're looking for. And all of this is possible through tracking. If he was just weighing himself once per week, he would not have the necessary information to see what's going right, see what's going wrong, and adjusting accordingly. All of that to say that when I started implementing these 5 habits, that's when I was able to truly transform my body. That's when I had the life-changing transformation from 2021 to 2025. My gains have literally skyrocketed. Back in 2021, when I was stuck, I hired my first coach, which literally helped me blow up, and that helped me implement these 5 things. And nowadays, I'm in the best condition of my life, 77 kgs, 78 kgs, comfortable, proud in my skin. I'm not living in my head because I'm insecure about my body. Overall, I just feel incredible. And all of this training only 3 times per week with minimal tracking using simplicity. If you'd like to go deeper on this, there's a free training down below which shows you the Build to Last protocol, which is the system my clients and I have used to transform predictably and consistently. And if you know you've been struggling to do this by yourself and you need someone to help you guide you through the exact step-by-step, DM me the word coach on Instagram. We'll have a casual chat, see if I can help, and if it's a fit, I'll help you one-to-one. With that being said, buddy, wishing you a great day. Take care of yourself. Catch you later.